Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the North Node in Aquarius and the natal horoscope. As most of you know, the North Node is connected with what we want to emphasize or accentuate, generally the second half of our lifetime, often after age 30. And it's about breaking away from the South Node, which is somewhat redundant and something that we have that proclivity to maybe go back to, sometimes over a little more than we should, and overemphasize this. The North Node is connected with the purpose, the soul's mission, this time around, so to speak. So anyway, we look at the North Node in Aquarius, and the calling right now for people, especially say after age 30, is for them to express themselves in some innovative way, perhaps through some ingenuity, being different, not being afraid to be unique or come across as eccentric, or just showing some thing about themselves that is a different to others, unique expression of themselves. Now, with the South Node being in Leo, there may have been some need to maybe to feel popular, to maybe be that center of attention, to get accolades from others, and really the reality is, what I think these people may realize in the second part of their lives, that they can stand out in a group, or stand out in general, without having to be Mr. Pop or Mrs. Popularity, just by establishing their own uniqueness and express themselves in a unique way through the North Node in Aquarius. This need for South Node in Leo might be for some kind of approbation and kindness for what they do, or some kind of form of approval they may be looking for, where the reality is the North Node in Aquarius, by the expression of their uniqueness, by overcoming, possibly at least on a subconscious level, a fear of maybe being the outcast, for being maybe different in some way, shape, or form, and in something they do, they maybe, by getting over that possible subconscious fear, they can come in touch with their mission or their purpose in the second part of their life. There may be some aspirations this person may wish to fulfill, might be connected with computers, electronics, esoteric subjects, astrology, some form of ingenuity, inventing, innovations, computers, electronics, something in something that they really can express themselves as being individual, unique, and whatever they do, they have a very good chance of putting their own unique spin on it. And we look at this placement, and the thing in this time around, you could say, is maybe extricating themselves from the ego needs to some degree, to worrying about shining among others, where they could shine brilliantly just by being themselves, even if it might come across as being a little bit different in contrast to a lot of other people, and about showing that altruistic humanitarian side, which is connected with the sign of Aquarius, being selfless, and in doing things without maybe having the concern of notoriety or recognition, doing things because it's just about wanting to do it, and even if there may not be any kind of reward from it, the reward is in itself, by giving to others selflessly, and doing things with unbridled selflessness, doing things just for the sake of doing them, because you just want to do it, and you want to do things that are just beneficial to others, without necessarily receiving the accolades or applause, or being lauded for the efforts that he or she may do. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the North Node in Aquarius in the natal horoscope. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about the North Node in Pisces in the natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel, but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis on a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.